Have you ever pondered over the possibility of a multiverse? How your choices might shape not just your world but countless others? Enter Thomas Carter, a young and ambitious software engineer, always seeking the next big thing, the next breakthrough, the next level. A thirst for knowledge and a drive for success define his every move. But sometimes, ambition blinds us to the warnings right before our eyes. Imagine, if you will, a young Thomas on an expedition, far removed from his familiar world of ones and zeros. He stumbles upon a relic of a bygone era, an ancient artifact nestled within the walls of a forgotten temple. This artifact, etched with warnings in a language lost to time, stirs within him a curiosity he cannot quell. Ignoring the cautionary tales etched into its surface, he makes the hasty decision to activate it. In an instant, the world around him shatters, replaced by an alternate universe. But this is no mere figment of his imagination, no dream conjured by an overactive mind. This is reality, a reality where his choices, his actions, ripple through the fabric of existence, shaping and molding countless other realities. The artifact, now a gateway to parallel universes, becomes a testament to his recklessness. His ambition, his drive for knowledge, had blinded him to the consequences of his actions. He had unknowingly set in motion a series of events that would change not just his life, but the lives of countless others across the multiverse. In this new world, he finds himself facing the consequences of his actions. The harmony, the happiness, the ecological balance he had taken for granted in his world, all disrupted. His actions have dire consequences, and he is left to navigate this unfamiliar terrain, to face the reality of his choices. And so Thomas finds himself stepping into a world not his own. Imagine waking up in a world of your making, but it's not what you envisioned. Picture a world where the skies are perpetually gray, where the once lush greenery is replaced by a barren, lifeless landscape. This is the reality Thomas Carter finds himself in, a chilling testament to the consequences of his arrogance and negligence. In this desolate wasteland, the echoes of laughter and joy are replaced by an eerie silence, punctuated only by the howling winds that sweep across the forsaken land. The rivers run dry, the trees stand skeletal, stripped of their verdant glory, and the air is thick with the scent of decay. It's a grim reflection of a world starved of care and respect, a world that bears the brunt of Thomas's reckless disregard for nature and life. But amidst this desolation, a flicker of hope emerges. A figure shrouded in mystery appears, marking the first intervention of the mysterious guide. With an aura that contrasts the desolation around them, the guide stands as an enigma, a beacon amidst the gloom. They speak in cryptic riddles, their words echoing in Thomas's mind, urging him to look beyond the surface, to delve deeper into the implications of his actions. They challenge Thomas to confront the harsh truth, to face the devastating impact of his choices. They implore him to reflect, to understand that his actions in one universe ripple through the fabric of all others, that his choices have the power to create or destroy, to nurture or neglect. The guide's words hang heavy in the air, a stark reminder of the immense responsibility that comes with power. As Thomas navigates this desolate plain, he grapples with the weight of his actions. The wasteland serves as a mirror, reflecting back the consequences of his choices. It's a harsh reality, a stark contrast to the world he once knew and the world he could have nurtured. In the face of destruction, Thomas is left with a bitter taste of regret. Sometimes, even paradise can be a prison. There's a certain allure to utopia, isn't there? A world where everything is perfect, where you are hailed as a hero. That's where we find Thomas Carter next, in a universe where he's revered, where his every whim is catered to. But as he soon discovers, even paradise can have its pitfalls. This universe, you see, is the result of Thomas's manipulation, his control over others. Here he is the puppet master, pulling the strings of a society that dances to his tune. On the surface, it's an idyllic existence, a world where he is king. But beneath the veneer of perfection, there's an unsettling truth. The people here are not free. They are subjects, their lives dictated by Thomas's whims. They are devoid of the ability to make their own choices, to forge their own paths. The utopia he thought he had created is, in truth, a dystopia, a world of his making. where freedom is the price of perfection. It's a harsh reality, a bitter pill for Thomas to swallow, but it's a necessary one. For it's in this false utopia that he begins to understand the true cost of his actions, the price of his manipulation and control. Enter once again the mysterious guide. This enigmatic figure, appearing at just the right moment, is there to push Thomas, to urge him towards redemption. The guide's cryptic advice, served with a side of wisdom, is a sobering reminder for Thomas. He is shown the mirror, the reflection of his actions, and the consequences they bear. And so, in this world of perfection, Thomas finds himself confronted with the monsters of his own making. The utopia he thought he wanted is nothing more than a gilded cage, a testament to his manipulation and control. It's a sobering reality, a wake-up call, but it's also a step towards redemption, towards understanding the true impact of his actions. In a world of perfection, Thomas finds himself confronted with the monsters of his own making. What if your path to redemption was littered with the debris of your past mistakes? This is the question that rattles around in Thomas Carter's mind as he embarks on the most critical leg of his multiversal journey. Haunted by guilt and driven by a newfound sense of purpose, Thomas begins to realize a pattern. With each act of humility, each plea for forgiveness, each expression of gratitude, he ascends to a higher-ranking universe. It's a pattern as intricate as the code he used to write, as profound as the universes he now traverses, painting a vibrant picture of cause and effect. Thomas's journey is not just physical, it's a journey within, a journey of the soul. With every transition, he confronts his own inner demons, the consequences of his choices, staring back at him like a mirror. It's not a pleasant sight, but it's necessary. It's in this moment of confrontation that Thomas's redemption begins. He grapples with his past decisions, the arrogance that once defined him, now a ghost of his former self. He wrestles with the guilt, the remorse, the longing for change. It's a struggle, a battle fought on the battlefield of his conscience, but it's a battle he's determined to win. In the face of his own reflection, Thomas finds the courage to change. He accepts responsibility for his actions, embracing humility like an old friend. He seeks forgiveness, not just from those he's wronged, but from himself. He learns to forgive himself, a feat as monumental as the journey he's undertaken. And in the midst of it all, he discovers the true power of empathy and forgiveness. He realizes the interconnectedness of his actions, the ripple effect they have on the world around him. He understands the importance of empathy, of understanding, of respect for others. Redemption, he realizes, is not just about righting wrongs. It's about learning, growing, evolving. It's about understanding the impact of our actions, about striving for harmony, about embracing humility and kindness. In the face of his own reflection, Thomas finds the courage to change. What if you woke up one day, enlightened by a journey through the multiverse? Imagine being Thomas Carter, a once egotistical software engineer who, after an unimaginable adventure through parallel dimensions, finds himself back in his original universe, profoundly changed. Thomas's eyes flicker open. His gaze meets the familiar comfort of his own world. Yet he sees it differently now, appreciating the interconnectedness of life, the harmony of nature, and the ripple effect of every action. He carries with him a newfound understanding of the significance of kindness, forgiveness, and humility. He seeks out Lucy, his caring girlfriend. In her eyes, he sees a reflection of the man he used to be and the man he has become. He expresses remorse for his past arrogance, his dismissal of wisdom, his pursuit of success at the expense of others. He tells her of his journey, of the universes where his actions led to desolation and where false utopias hid the cost of his manipulation. He speaks of the mysterious guide and the cryptic advice that led him to reflect, to seek redemption, to understand the importance of humility and respect. Lucy listens, a mixture of disbelief and awe on her face. But she sees the sincerity in Thomas's eyes, the genuine remorse and the determination to make amends. She embraces him, a silent promise of forgiveness and a second chance. In the quiet of his own universe, Thomas finds redemption, but he knows his journey doesn't end here. He has been given a second chance, an opportunity to use his knowledge to advocate for change, to promote harmony, to make a difference. Thomas Carter, once a self-centered software engineer, now stands as a beacon of change. He dedicates his life to sharing his experiences, teaching others about the interconnectedness of their actions, the power of empathy and humility, and the profound impact they can have on the world. His journey through the multiverse has led him to this moment, a moment of awakening, a moment of redemption, a moment of purpose. In the quiet of his own universe, Thomas finds redemption and a renewed sense of purpose.